If you can't see me, I can't see you. I want everyone to represent. Okay, here we go, and now. Awesome, thank you, all done.
That is not the end. That is not the end by a long ways.
It's the last day, but it's not the last day, you know? So it's hard to know where the emotions are at.
We're here next year for several months, so, you know.
Between now and then, we'll just be drinking. That's it.
Still more time with these idiots.
You guys.
It's funny because it is a slow goodbye because we wrap and then we do pickups and then there's the premiere, but each stage it gets less and less, you know, there's less and less to do. And I think, you know, I think I'll miss the people.
Getting through principal photography and then the pickups on the first film, certainly, you know, you feel like you're not at the top of the mountain yet, but at least the peak is in sight, and you've got some oxygen and a bit of food, and you think you can actually get there now.
I don't remember the first day. It was before my 21st birthday.
Every film is a challenge to craft it, and so by the time we're done with our photography, we've shot, you know, essentially 3 movies, plus the pickups of the first film. All your focus and attention just goes on to that first film at that point.
It's always good to actually get out of the shoot and get into the cutting room and get the director there and start focusing just on the editing.
Steve's making his own sound effects.
Yeah.
It's the sound guy.
We would say so much.
Well, quite a few actors do it.
You don't really think too much about, you know, the fact you've got 2 more. You just focus. There's so much at stake now to get that first film out the door and to make it as good a film as you can possibly, you know, make.
We can't fight them.
What do you think, Fran?
I think it's an improvement.
Good. Premiere a week to go until the premiere. 7 days, it said on the embassy when we went there. Maybe if we snuck in there at the night and put up a sign saying 10 days. Yeah. We might just be able to buy ourselves a few extra days, which would be quite good.
The clock is ticking.
Digitally, we started off 800 shot movie, really. That's what the original idea was for the movie, and we went up to about 2,400 shots. So the movie grew just from day to day.
I think if I was younger, if I was more new to this game, I might have been more terrified because the task that we had set to us was huge. You know, the number of shots that we've delivered and the time frame that we've delivered them has been phenomenal.
Wedge was working around the clock, thousands of technicians trying to get these shots in.
Look at all the goblins I've added here. Awesome stuff.
He wasn't liking this or that.
This last shot that we had to, we were chasing is the shot of the dragon.
That was a huge shot. It was a big, long shot. We were pulling through, you know, millions and millions of gold coins and revealing Smaug in close-up detail on an eye that we had not yet seen before in the film.
We did all-nighter after all-nighter on that last shot. It was the last shot we worked on. It was down to the wire.
I just had to jump in and do it myself because we had no time.
I think it's working okay now.
We delivered that last shot the day of the premiere, essentially.
As long as we've got some petrol in the car and we can drive the movie to the embassy on time, we're okay.
You know, we launched a premiere in style, you know, with 1/2 kilometer of red carpet and tens of thousands of fans lining the red carpet.
I guess I didn't think that many people were interested, but obviously when you're walking down the red carpet, people are just screaming and so excited.
And we only have 2 more to go.
Unfortunately, I fell asleep at the premiere from all the all-nighters before.
It's one thing to be working on a project that no one's ever seen and you don't know how anyone's going to react. Then once that first movie's out there and it's doing okay and people are enjoying it, you kind of get a lot more excited about the second and third. You're thinking of ways you can improve it.
All right, should we shoot?
I'm really excited about the Desolation of Smaug. It's the middle film, which is often the hardest film to write. But actually, in this instance, it hasn't been. It's been great. You get to meet all these new characters.
The question of how many of those things you can actually eat in an afternoon.
That was probably one of the least pleasant scenes I've ever had to do.
Disgusting. Yes.
Trouble.
Look at him with his little pointy crown. It's a good look, Dad.
Excellent.
I've done a fantastic amount of orc slaying again.
Let's do this.
I've lost count, but it works out really well.
We were killing orcs and chasing after dwarves and just generally looking badass.
Yeah, we're hacking and slashing. We're making up for the elves with their fancy moves. We can get some dwarf style in there.
Not a sight that you see every day, is it?
I've been eating these mushrooms, and I'm hallucinating. I feel like I'm me.
You're on the wrong set, I've been.
You have to understand, I am concentrating in this film, honestly. It's just, there's a lot of bears and wargs and orcs, you know. This is a very heavy book.
Hold on, guys! Let's go! Look at his little face!
We completed a 70-meter circuit in just over 20 seconds. It was just mayhem.
We get to the mountain. We get to our goal.
It's like where this rock is. Just imagine a huge foot either side and a statue that rises up, and everyone is searching for the secret entrance.
There must be a way.
Land us quick!
That's my land. Was a dragon.
The smaug that I worked with was a tennis ball on the end of a stick with an angry face drawn on it.
I just kept thinking of Benedict Cumberbatch's face, which is probably not good because it's not going to look like Benedict Cumberbatch.
There will be nudity. This is not your usual ADR session. Smaug likes to slither about in amongst Landmore, and I wonder why I get into trouble.
I mean, there's a lot more work to do on both the second and the third. I mean, the second's, obviously coming out very soon after people see this, but the third is another year away. But it sort of becomes a bit more fun, actually, than it does when you kind of go back 2 years and you haven't shot a thing. Because you are now aware that there's so many people looking forward to the second movie, which is a pressure, but it's also a motivator. It sort of energizes you to really want to make that second and third film as good as they can possibly be.
You wouldn't want to wake up to that in the morning, would you?
Whatever comes, stay on the path. Don't leave the path.
Wait, enough. There might be a trap.
I thought I was rather good at that.